welcome to Inspired Living with Tembeka Mabaso. I'm so excited that you're watching this video today, and I'm hoping that what I will share with you today will inspire you. So the topic for today is branding for your business. All right, I know that a lot of people have started side hustles or small businesses in order to supplement their income or as an alternate source of income, especially after everything that has happened and has been happening with the coronavirus. If anything is learned from this period is the importance of ensuring that you have more than one income. Warren Buffett once said that in order to be wealthy, you definitely have to have more than one income. So it's very, very important that we start shifting our minds and shifting our thinking towards the way we see income, and start understanding that we need to have various streams of income in order to really have that comfortable life that we want to live. All right, so this video will then inspire you and help you in terms of understanding the importance of branding in a business. So you may have a small business, whether it's a hair salon, whether you're selling clothes. These principles that I'm going to be sharing today are going to help you to take your business to the next level. So let's start here. What is branding? Branding is about creating an image, an identity, a feel for your brand, for your business, for your company. How are people going to feel about your brand? How do you want people to experience your brand? How do you want people to view your brand? What must your brand look like when it's put against other brands? So, for example, most of the products that we consume are brands. Whether you're looking at Apple, which are phones that people are using, and other devices, Samsung, H&M, whatever the brand is, it has a logo, it has an identity that you recognize, therefore it is a brand. Okay. Now, the second element that you need to understand is that brands have two components. A brand has a physical component and it has a non-physical component. Okay, these are salient features for the physical components. So, from a physical point of view, you're looking at aspects like a logo. It is very important that your business has a logo. Your logo is your identity. What will your business look like? So if you think of some of the brands that you love, they've got logos that you can identify from afar. So your business needs to have the same thing. Have a logo and identity that people can recognize from afar, and most importantly, that will stand out from the clutter. Don't have a logo that's going to look like other people's logo, because there'll be a sense of confusion. Make sure that you are as unique as possible. So that's one of the physical elements of your brand. Then your logo will feed into things like your letterheads, your company profiles, your websites, your social media pages. I want to actually have a separate video to talk about social media, but your social media is also nothing without a brand that you've created in the form of your physical components. All right, then your website. A website is extremely important, but I believe that it is less important when compared to your social media pages, because of how much the world is moving digitally. But I think as just a hygiene factor, it's very important that you continue to have a website that is well branded, that represents you, that talks about who you are as a brand, and your values, your mission, your vision, etc. All right, so those are the physical components. It is very important that you don't neglect this. One of the sayings that I like from a marketing perspective is, a business with no sign is a sign of no business. So if your business has no sign, then unfortunately you are not showing people that you are actually in business and are ready to move and ready to make their dreams happen and ready to sell your products. All right, then the non-physical aspects of your brand are also just as important. What are these? This is how your brand feels. This is the experience that people have when they interact with your brand. These are various touch points. So it's about whether they walk into a shop, or an email that you send, someone that answers your phone. There's something about your brand that's got to consistently carry through. So you've got to curate that experience. What do you want people to feel? Do you want them to feel comfortable, relaxed? Do you want them to feel that it's upmarket and it's luxurious? It's entirely up to you, and it's also based obviously on who your target market is. Now, in order to curate this experience, I think first and foremost you need to establish your values as a business. What is it that you value? Who are you as a business? Do you value integrity, commitment, teamwork, customer service, excellence, etc. Determine your values and then make sure that your values are feeding through all your processes to make sure that your brand is intact and that people feel the way that you'd like them to feel and that they experience your brand the way that you would like them to. You can curate your customers' experience of your brand. So those are the two very basic components of your brand and what branding is. And so it's very, very important that you have those on lockdown so that you're ready to then begin to operate and hopefully make the income that you're hoping to make when you obviously sell your products and when you run your business. So those are the things to definitely keep in mind. Also important when it comes to branding is to be very aware that there's certain things that you could do that will negatively or adversely affect your brand. So you've got to always be very, very conscious of ensuring that you're treating your customers with care, that your customer service is impeccable so that you can ensure that your brand is where you want it to be. All right, so let's recap. Your physical components of your brand: logos, websites, company profiles, business cards, websites, I've mentioned that already, social media pages. Non-physical components are how you want people to experience your brand, how people think about your brand, or what they think about your brand. So those are the components. I think that is the 101, the basics of any business, whether it's a side hustle, a small business, a medium enterprise, a large enterprise, the principles remain. So I hope that you then can take these inspirational nuggets and begin to apply them in your business and your side hustle so that you can boost your alternative income and so that your business can grow. Because sometimes people wonder why their businesses aren't thriving, why they aren't growing, why no one's noticing them on social media. Sometimes the answer is simple: your brand is poor. There's poor investment in your brand. Invest in your brand. Sometimes you might have to spend a little bit extra, but it's okay. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Invest in your brand and make sure that it's growing and that it reaches the heights that you'd like it to. All right, so I think maybe just drop your comments in the comment section and just let me know, what brand you have, what business you're running, what you've done to grow your brand, what you've done to invest in your brand, so that we can engage together. And if there's any other content that you'd like me to cover specifically from a branding point of view, just let me know and I'll be happy to assist in that manner. But for now, that is it, and good luck, and I hope you've been inspired. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, if you're a newbie, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. God bless.